Yeah, what it do, baby? Welcome to Vegeta Saint Army. Thank you guys for liking, watching, and subscribing. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, thank you so much. If you're watching on the Facebook group, thank you guys. Special shout out to Reggie Patterson and Daniel Buchanan. You guys are always on the Facebook group posting about this great leader. And recently, I've been having thoughts, and tell me if you've been going through this too, because we just left a meta, right? Where, in my opinion, Icarus is the best deck, and I was playing a lot of Icarus, and I was liking how powerful Icarus was, but I wasn't having the fun that red gives me as a color, and I haven't been playing red lately because aggressive red hasn't been good. So I've had this inner I guess argument with myself that I've been talking with my friends a lot, my friends at locals, you guys sometimes, of do you want to play the best deck in the game, or should you play the deck you're having the most fun with? Or should you find some sort of balance in between? Some people say play what you're most comfortable with. So I've been just going through that, and not just that philosophical kind of challenge I've had, but I've also been I don't know what to put. Besides all that, this set has a lot of people having identity issues. A lot of people don't know what to play, because I think a lot of decks just got nerfed, and it was a lot of good decks, and there was a lot of good players behind that. So now they're trying to find what the next deck is, but the next set hasn't really come out yet. But you have to also test for fest, right? So it's been weird, especially at locals. I've seen everyone playing all types of different shit. So in my brewing, in my investigation of what leader to play, of what feels good. So I've been going okay, well, this is the best deck, so I'll play this. Oh, this seems logical against the meta, so I'll play that. So Soul Striker, I think might be the best deck next. So I've been playing Soul Striker, but it's just not as fun. But that's just me. I'm not saying Blue's not cool. I'm not saying Soul Striker's bad, any of that. I've also tried what's anti-meta? What's something I have some great friends that play King Cold. That's that could be an anti-meta deck in a lot of ways. If Trunks especially ends up being the best deck, the yellow one. So I've had a lot of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's another deck I was looking into. Then I fell into okay, let me approach it with the what is the most fun deck that I've ever liked. Majin Vegeta was close. If you guys watch my channel, if you guys know anything about me, you know I loved Majin Vegeta. But Majin Vegeta I liked not because he was Vegeta or because he was green, but because he was aggressive, which is a specifically red trait. Okay, in my opinion, Majin Vegeta should have been red, and Swap Broly should have been a green deck. Because Broly hits the hand and he's critical. That's a green trait. And Majin Vegeta is takes his own life and is double strike. That's a super red trait. But my number one most fun deck, and bear with me, I've been talking a lot, just bullshit, but it's just my thoughts on the game right now. Maybe you guys relate to that. Is King Vegeta. The OG King Vegeta. Now, the newer King Vegeta I really liked, the control and the aggressive version. So I was okay with them killing the aggressive version, but I'm upset that they killed the control one too, because why would you hit the invaders? Just ban all the free cards, but whatever, they didn't. By the way, the new King Vegeta is actually very much playable, and we'll get to that one day. But we're talking about the OG King Vegeta now. Now, why do I like this leader? As an aggressive player, this deck is actually shockingly aggressive, and most importantly, I've been having a lot of fun with it. That's what's really driving the train here. So permanent on this leader is you cannot include battle cards that don't have Saiyan in the trait, right? So for example, Koitsukai is an amazing sideboard card, but that's weakness of my deck is that you can't run it here, so your opponent knows that as well. Now what it does is that once per turn, you get to take a life, and then you look at the top cards from the top of your deck, and you choose one red or green Saiyan, or the King Vegeta's Dynasty, and add it to your hand. This is great for a lot of reasons. It doesn't say mono green, it doesn't say mono red, it says red or green, so it can be a super combo, a Nappa, it can be anything, an arrival piece, anything at all. Also, it's great because it's an activate main ability, not a swing. So it reminds me of Vegeta that has a great turn 0 play. You don't when you go first, you can't attack. So if you have to attack to plus, your turn 0 kind of sucks. But the King Vegeta, I can like I'll go first and it won't feel bad because like I'll take a life draw and I already have like what 7 or 8 cards in hand because of that. Okay, so the Awaken is if you when you have the field King Vegeta's Dynasty in your battle area and 3 or more cards in your energy, you can draw a card, untap an energy, and flip them over. Now that really sucks because that means that not only do you have the 2 energy field that has to come out turn 2 at least, but you also have to have 3 energy. So like the Self-Awakening is really bad. However, they just remade a new field card that bypasses that. So I can Awaken out turn 2 without problem, and it's really good. So forget that Awakening skill, we'll get to the field card in a second. And most of you probably know this leader does, but I'll go over just in case. Now on the front, the Activate main is so sick. You can choose one of the 2. You can either play a skillless Saiyan with a cost of 2 or less and draw a card, or you can KO one of your green or red Saiyans, draw a card, and give your leader 5k and double strike. Now, by the way, the card that you're playing on the first effect, it doesn't have to be skillless, but it has to be 2 or less, and it will be played with its skills negated. So you're probably going to be playing a 20k skillless card, obviously, until they make 25k skillless cards. So now into the deck. The field card we're using is the Return of the King, because Return of the King is a new version of the King Vegeta's Dynasty in the permanent itself. So it's a field card. Now here's the thing about the field card. This field card says that as long as this is on board and King Vegeta is your leader, you can simply Awaken immediately, right? So, Auto, when you play this this field, you get to play a 2-drop skillless from your hand, and then you draw 2 cards. So turn 2 is going to look like charge, tap 2, play the field, draw 2 cards, right? And then once per turn, you're going to combo a red-green card from your drop area for free. So every turn, activate battle once per turn, you can just combo for free from the drop area. This is such a great effect because like it enables you to do a lot of arrivaling. Now really quickly before you guys, I know it's easy to just look at a list and just copy it and then make it your own and then change a few things, but like, and I want to just show you the list right now to make you guys an Oleg, for example. I know you love just seeing the list and copying it, but I do want to talk, not just like fuck the views, fuck the time of you guys watching my video. I want to help you. A weakness in this deck, and I need to explain this to you, is that it has a lot of 10k combo. Now when you're building a deck, you want the deck to have as much 0.5k as possible. Some decks make it impossible, like Invoker, because it inherently has a lot of extra cards, but you need to have a lot of 0.5k because like when you're going for game or you're going for, you may have a large hand, but if you only have 1 energy, you can only combo 1 10k. You know what I mean? So you have a lot of temptation to have a lot of 10k combo in this deck because 10k combo is attached to arrival cards, and arrival cards are attached to the theme of this leader. So you just want to play so many arrival cards that you forget like how sacky your deck can get, and your hand is going to be clogged up with a lot of shit that you just can't combo, right? So I tried my absolute best, and if you guys can help me as well, like in the comment section or wherever, improve this deck, help me, please do. Okay, so moving on, as you can see here, the bottom part is the sideboard. It's not the actual sideboard. You guys can like, I'm just giving you some ideas of what the sideboard, but as you can see, the rest of the deck, I am charging a red-green turn 1. From then on, the rest of the chargers are mono red. I'm running Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta, Resonant Explosion, right? This is an arrival for 1 red. Again, the fact that the field card lets you combo a red and green from the drop area once per turn means that like as early as turn 2, you tap 2, you play the field, you play a skillless, draw 2, Awaken on tap 1, right? And then with that 1 energy, you can do a lot. You can arrival a Gogeta, and he's great because he's double strike and he KOs a battle card with an energy cost 4 or less on play. He's really sick. And every card in this deck is like a 20k, so it gets around BMS. It's really exciting. You know, just don't forget that Gogeta is only once per turn on play. He's like a limit 1 basically. And this is the MVP of the deck. King Vegeta, the Unsubordinate. This package is so cool because it's a free arrival. And it doesn't seem like a lot of value, but it gives you a lot of value because he arrivals for no energy. So if you're comboing that Nappa from the drop area, you're just for free playing the King Vegeta, and he can like hit so many things. He hits a lot of decks like require 0-5 like a 5k one drop on board to just do shit. And it's not just that. What I like to do turn 2 is I tap 2, play the field, immediately plays a skill list, awaken, play another skill list, right? Because of the backside. Now I have 1 energy open. I swing with one of those skill list cards or with the leader card, right? And I combo a Nappa from hand or from board, because remember, after you combo Nappa, he goes to the board. So Nappa makes your shit really tall, because you can use him 3 times. Like, one Nappa will be comboed 3 times a turn, because he combos twice plus the leader or the field effect. Anyway, on any of those combos, you can arrival a King Vegeta, swing with him if you want, and then swap right into the 3-drop SSG Vegeta to the next level. Because Super Saiyan God Vegeta actually has the Vegeta's lineage trait on him, so you can swap into him for 1 energy. Now, one of the reasons that I hate the King Vegeta, like errata, is because they made the invaders cost 1. And if you guys know anything about me, is that I hate paying for energy. I was poor when I was little. I'm from Venezuela. Like, we didn't have food. Maybe that's why. I'm just looking at the psychiatrist point of view of this, but like, I hate paying for shit. I hate when I deserve something for this amount of currency and I have to pay this much for it when I know it's worth this much. So I've been paying for this fucking young invader shit with 0 mana my whole life. I'm not gonna start paying 1 just because you guys change the rules. So it's so easy in this deck to just arrival the swap King Vegeta for free and then go into Vegeta to the next level immediately. And this deck draws a lot of cards. And it's funny because, like, when you play Super Saiyan God Vegeta, that turn 2, he's 19k crit. Now, critical is really hard to get over as an opponent. Like, if you go first, your opponent has to deal with a 19k critical turn on their turn 1 in a lot of ways, you know? And it's backed up with, like, 220ks, that first 10k swing with the King Vegeta, and the leader swing, which is going to be a 15k. But remember, a lot of those are higher because you have the Nappa super combo that makes your shit higher. So, yeah, I mean, the leader draws 2 a turn because it takes a life and it gets a card. And then the field card draws 2. And then you're drawing when you're playing the skill list. The deck draws a lot and it puts on a lot of pressure. And this is just turn 2. And if you've comboed high enough, I've seen games where I just immediately play Pan and go for game. Which is usually like, I've done this and sometimes it's a bad judgment call, because Pan is such a great SCR for this deck. I just feel like if you do tap out that turn, sometimes you want to leave the energy open because you want to rival on both turns. But sometimes you just get so like, oh my god, he's a 2 life. You know, like, a lot of decks have shitty combo power or just don't do shit the first 2 turns. So you can really win really early out of times. This combined with like fighting against fate is like really good. Pan obviously gives me defensive capabilities after the tap out. It gets reduced by 2 for every battle card on you or your opponent and your opponent's board. Obviously, we have a wide board, so Pan's going to be live every time. When you play her on the counter step, your opponent can swing with battle cards for the turn, and then on your turn, you tap 1, and you change of heart one of your opponent's battle cards. And this is good. Now, one real quick thing about fighting against fate. I'm actually playing Bardock Awakened Instincts because one of the problems in this deck, like I said before, there's a lot of dead cards, and one of them is the field card. You're hard mulliganing for the field turn 1, okay? The best case scenario, this is going to sound stupid, is you draw 2 fields turn 1, because then you can charge one of them, and then you have the second one for your second turn to actually play it. Because it sucks drawing into it any time after turn 2 if you already have it, you know, like, because you can't charge it because it doesn't have, I mean, it has energy exhaust, right? And like, it just sucks, you can't combo it away. However, with Bardock Awakened Instincts, you play Bardock and then you drop a card from hand after you draw 2 cards, so it can get rid of sacky shit that you can't combo with. However, I can see myself playing 1 Bardock Awakened Instincts and 1 Fighting Against Fate. Because there are turns where you put on so much pressure that Fighting Against Fate is just like insane. It's 2 25k swings. After all the 20 and 25k power that you're just putting on the board. It's just like it's too much for your opponent. So go at it on your own discretion, okay? Now, why do I play King Vegeta's Imposing Presence and not the Clone Token Negate? What the fuck is the name of it? It doesn't matter. The Saber Minigate. Now, the Saber Minigate is better. Don't get me wrong. I agree. Again, the reason is because King Vegeta's Imposing Presence is able to do a free negate, and it drops a card from my hand, so I can drop that Saki Return of the King. Now, if you do run testing the opposition, I don't blame you. It is a better card. I get it. That's just like my logic, because I can do King Vegeta for free as well, and I can drop that Saki card from hand. Maybe I'm wrong, you know. If you guys do play testing the ops, I'm telling you right now, that is a good option. You can do that as well. If you feel my pain on having dead cards in hand, then you see where I'm coming from. But I see where you're coming from if you play testing the opposition. Now, one tech I have here is I love this card. You should just sideboard this card, but I love running it on main. Just a one of. This is the counterplay that it's a one drop counterplay, and the battle card being played is 15k or less. That card is placed in the drop area instead of being played for one. That's really good. Again, 10k's in this deck just become 20k's anyway, so just because of Nappa. So I like using the combo, the free Nappa combo, on the weakest card on board, because I can do that with like anything, just because like how tall this deck can go and for how cheap. I love aggro, okay? I love cheap, and I love tall, and I love wide. I love like this deck has like a lot of shit that I like. Anyway, going into Nappa, like I love Nappa. I would, and you know what? I know you guys are thinking like, hey, if you don't like Saki shit in your hand, why don't you use Raditz Super Combo? So the problem with Raditz Super Combo is, for those of you that don't know, he makes you like bottom deck a card and draw two. So like he solves all my problems. However, having Nappa turn 1 and 2 is sick, because like he makes me value the most out of the field effect. Now, if Reggie or Daniel, if you guys are watching, or any of you that are like experts with this deck, you know, people that have played it a lot, tell me what you think. Like, what's your feeling on Nappa? Do you guys think that he's better than Raditz? I totally get why you would play Raditz if you do. I can see why also you'd play 2 Raditz, 2 Nappa. Now, I just want the 10k red-green in the drop as quick as possible. And you can't do that for free unless you play, like, there's this like old SR Raditz. It's a 4-drop. It's a 0-5k red-green. I just don't like it because it's 0-5k. I like that 10k because it's just, I'm greedy like that. I'm very greedy. I'm sorry. So I like the Nappa because it enables my arrival, and also playing the old red-green Raditz just takes up more room in my deck, and 1k room in my deck. I know that he becomes 5k, but still, feels weird. Let's see what's next. The best card, honestly, and I'm going to give all the credit here to Daniel Buchanan because he told me about this first, is Son Goku Divine Presence. He gets played for 2 if you have 3 energy, so this is the turn 3 play. He's going to swing for 30k because he gives out 2 5k pumps, one to himself and one to another card. You can give it to another card, or you can give it to him, doesn't matter. But when he attacks, he looks for a skillless card in your deck, so there's a lot of synergy there already. Also, he gets played for 2 Activate Battle if you have 2 red cards on the combo step. Now, here's the thing, though. You're going to have that, because remember that the field ability combos that red-green card from like the drop area. So if you have another Nappa, just combo that one, go tall with whatever it is you're swinging, and then play Goku. That play is really good. This guy's just like carries the deck by himself. A lot of great synergy with this leader, and I love that so much. I don't know. It's just like a great turn 3. There's nothing much like this and Broly Crown are like the best red staples. I've been doing a lot of complaining about Bandai because like I love this game. Bandai has developed the best TCG with Dragon Ball, in my opinion. But I can't just like not give constructive feedback, and one of it is that I believe they don't give red and green enough love, and like yellow has a million staples, and I think red has like 3 good cards, maybe 2, with Goku Divine Presence and Broly Crown. Those are the only 2 like staples I can think of. So let's see. We covered the Vegeta. We gotta play skillless cards. I play 8. I've tried 12. I've tried 10. Doesn't matter. I'm not sold on any ratio. You do your own. So on that turn 3 or that turn 2, you have that extra energy. Kaba and Chain Attack Borgos are great. Not because they're the best option, no. Just because they're 0-5k and they're red. We're only charging red-green turn 1, and the rest of the time we're charging mono red. But I need options that are 0-5k. Though these cards used to be other stuff. The only reason they're here is because, again, they have a lot of just good combo power, you know? These are 8 cards that are 0-5k, and I value that a lot. If you agree with me, sound off. If not, tell me why you think so. You think differently. You can also, like, you can go, like, balls to the wall, very aggressive with this deck, or you can always, like, hang back and leave 1 or 2 energy open every turn and have a, like, decent mid-range game. To the point where, like, I mean, this Vegeta Resonant Explosion is a huge pain in the ass. Speaking of pain in the ass, so is this Goku. I run it at 3. You can run it at 2 or whatever, but it arrivals for 1 green, so be mindful that you only have 1 green energy, because turn 1. And activate battle, you place 1 card in your opponent's combo area in the drop area. And then you give a 5k pump to one of your Unison cards or battle cards for the turn. We don't run Unisons, by the way, because you could. I want to fix my hand as much as I can with a combo. Again, like, I know the 2-drop Piccolo Unison's great. I know there's a lot of great Unisons in red, but again, you know what I'm going to say here. It doesn't make sense with my curve, and it doesn't make a lot of sense with my combo hand. I'm just afraid of Unisons because of that. But anyway, back to this card. Fucking really good card. Especially when you're extending the game to a more control, like mid-range type. Giving a card 5k pump defensively for the turn is so sick, because, like, all your cards are 20k already for the most part, you know, like, and the crit Vegeta making it 24k is sick as well, defensively, obviously. And also, it is a 20k double strike, so, like, it won't hurt also doing it offensively or defensively, so that's really good. Now, as far as the sideboard goes, this is, like, my favorite thing to do. Bringing this out of the sideboard against, like, a matchup that you know can't deal with this. Also, this card got a lot better because of the new ruling. Unless it gets at the time of this recording. But you can now, again, swap for free. And then use 1 energy to bring out the 3-drop Vegeta. And then do this for 3 energy. Now, if you guys don't remember what this guy does, he's Deflect. He can only be played for 3 energy by evolving over my 3-drop Vegeta. And if this card is in rest mode, he's 25k double strike, by the way. If he's in rest mode, when one of your opponent's battle cards is played or attacks, it gets negative 10,000 power for the turn. So, like, if I play a 30k, it becomes 20. If he wants to swing with it, it becomes 10k. If it has dual attack, and if he chooses to swing again, it becomes 0 and it gets destroyed. You know what I mean? So, like, it's not once per turn. If I play 20 battle cards that are 10Ks, each one of those will go to the drop area in order of how they're played. Like, it's really good. Also, if he is removed from a battle area by an opponent's skill, you get to crit one of their life. So, like, if you get him low enough, and then you play this card, it's like checkmate. You know what I mean? So he's really good. Also, like, they can always swing into it and KO it that way, but the deck does have inherent combo from the drop area that's very free, so don't forget. I do sideboard max power at 2 because, like, against, like, Sin Shenron, anything that goes tall, a little too greedy, too early, we know it's a negate. We know that it activate main, you tap 1, and you just warp something bigger than their energy. Very simple. Real quickly, if you guys are doing the new time rules, which will be live in Fest, right? So what I do, and I saw some people make videos about this, so if I sound like I'm copying them, I'm sorry, I haven't seen any of the videos, I promise. This is just what I do. The cards that I want to take out from the sideboard, I keep on front of my deck. And then I have the sideboard in front of that ready. So when I see my opponent, let's say so the cards that I take out are either, it's the 4 Borgos, this is what I'm going to take out, and King Vegeta's Imposing Presence, right? So let's say that I'm sitting down and I see he's got Sin Shenron, the yellow Sin Shenron. Boom, I look at my deck, I know immediately that King Vegeta is in front, so I take out 2 of them and I put in 2 max power Kamehamehas. Just so it's ready, because you only have a minute. You're only going to have a minute in Fest to do this. If you're playing against a yellow deck or something, or a Soul Striker, and you know you need your Broly Crowns, you can. By the way, Broly Crown is fucking amazing. You should have 4 in your deck. I only have 2 because I'm a loser, and I should have 4. I'm probably gonna fix that. I will immediately go to the front of my deck where I have the cards I'm gonna take out ready, because you don't want to be looking through your deck for shit, right? I'm thinking last minute. Like, you want to have it ready. You want to know your deck. I know my Borgos are up front. Boom, I take out these guys. They match in purpose. They're both red and 05k, and I swap them immediately. I have a buddy that plays King Cold. Clash of the Mass Warriors. It's not just King Cold, but like, we challenge ourselves a lot in locals. We have really good like, local players, and we're taking that as an opportunity to better ourselves, be better together, and like. So this is one great answer that now he has to play around. He's Kavir. He plays really great King Cold deck. So like he's like, I'm not swinging for a game with my Unison if I have 1 energy up, which is hilarious. It's like, this card exists. What this card does is activate battle. Choose one of your opponent's Unison cards, and then your opponent has to choose either take out a marker from it, or I don't take damage from strike skills for the game, for the battle. Yeah, for the battle. So if they're shotgunning for a game with the Unison for double strike or triple strike, they're fucked, basically. This isn't just for King Cold. This is good for any deck that's going to go for a game with Unison, which is like any blue deck will do that with Boo because he's double strike. Nobody wants to shotgun with battle cards anymore because nobody wants to get like aped again or Heron's lineaged again, you know, like. So BMS is always going to be great. If it's on board, your opponent has to drop 2 cards if they summon a 15k or less with a non-keyword skill. We know what he does. He's a Saiyan, so I can run it. Best of all, this guy's cool. It's a counter. For 1, he gets to play this 4k, but it's 0.5k. That's what I like about him. If your opponent used a 1-drop extra card as a counter without paying the energy cost, you can counter it for 1 energy with this. This is cool. If you know that they're playing like. If they're counting on that D-Magic turn 2, or they're counting on that Dormant with the Unison, you can do this turn 2, turn 3, and it's great. If they're playing AOD, a lot of AOD players, you can put 2 of these in. Look, if you go to locals and you have a lot of Soul Striker players, like if your locals has 4 Soul Striker players, yeah, main board 4 Brolys. Dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, main board 4 Raditzes. This sideboard is just to show you the cards. Build it yourself. If you have a lot of AOD players, build main 4 of these bitches. So what he does is activate battle. You tap 1 and you give one of your cards 5,000 power for the turn. And then if it's your opponent's turn, choose one of your opponent's cards, ignoring barrier, and it gets minus 5,000 power. It's cool because it hits Bobbity, basically. Bibbidi, Bobbity, whatever his name is. Right at the oppressor, we know what he does. You're gonna grab one of their energy and put it in the drop area. If they untap one of their energy using a non-awakened skill during their own turn. That's cool. Just, 5k is right, saying he's red. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the deck? Do you like, again, the curve is sick. Like turn 1, you have to really build it right. You have to build it with its weaknesses in mind. The weakness, again, it's like it's a little sacky if you play too many extra cards. If you play too many like 10k combos, also not having the ability to play Koichikai. You be mindful of those weaknesses, patch him up as much as you can, and play to the deck's strengths. Do you think I've done that in this build? Do you guys have any opinions on it? Do you guys have any questions on it? Go to Vegeta Saiyan Army on Facebook. Go to Vegeta Saiyan Army on the YouTube channel. Ask away, and we're here for each other. Let's try and build the game better for everyone. Let's try to get new people in here. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.